Yes, it's another edition of Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 right in the city of Ibadan. My name is Bimbo Akwami, and of course conversation has to do with reading stories, important stories, stories that touch the people, and giving some analysis, opinions and views. And those views are not those of your statement. Yes, our own views. We are on to Okeogun FM 2, that is networking, Okeogun 96.3 FM, that is the Okeogun area of Oyo State, and Agility 92.1 FM in Ogbomoso area of Oyo State. The program is Conversation. My name is Bimbo Akombi, and my colleague is here this morning.
Buluwaji Ogumola is my name, and you're welcome to today's edition of The Conversation. We are indeed your go-to space for insightful analysis, vibrant discussion, and a deep dive into the stories that shape our nation. We have the papers this morning with interesting headlines to talk about this morning. Once again, you're welcome on board.
Yes, and of course, you can check us up on Facebook, and that means you can't beat the reach. Yes. Now, you have a story there.
Yes, have with me the Punch newspaper and the Nigerian Vanguard. The rider headline on the Punch newspaper reads, 91 groups seek INEC registration as coalition talks gather steam. Politicians are preparing for 2027 already.
2027,
it's just by the corner.
And I don't know, maybe they might be thinking about some things. They don't know what will happen tomorrow. And they're preparing for 2027 regrouping. It has happened before.
Yes. And don't forget, APC is also a product of coalition.
Yes.
And others are also thinking, if we can come together, maybe we can beat them.
Well, it is up to them.
Planning has started.
You can go through the story.
All right. You can find that in page 2 of the Punch newspaper. 91 groups seek INEC registration as coalition talks gather steam. As momentum builds ahead of the 2027 elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission has confirmed it has received 91 applications for the registration of new political parties. The People's Democratic Party stated that the number of applications received by INEC reflected a lack of unity among opposition leaders, while the New Nigerian People's Party called it a testament to the incompetence of the ruling All Progressive Party. The Labour Party, however, welcomed the development but called on INEC to carefully review all applications before proceeding with registration. I kind of like Labour Party's opinion on this. If you are not coming together, 91 plus the ones we have on ground,
well,
INEC needs to scrutinize these people.
Yes. They have been this kind of coming together for a long time. It has been long, but well, some worked, some did not work. Yeah, so
We'll see. 2027 already playing out.
From 2025.
From 2025. You are not even at the midway point of 2025 yet.
Now, this one says, House of Reps move to strip vice presidents, governors, deputy governors of immunity. Why not include the president? No.
Exactly the first question I asked when I saw that headline.
Yes, let me just, I can see the story here. I think it's on page 3 of the Tribune. Now, the House of Representatives on Wednesday passed through the second reading a bill seeking to remove the immunity granted to the vice president, state governors, and their deputies. The private member bill, sponsored by Honorable Solomon Bob, PDP, Rivers State, that is representing PDP Rivers State, seeks to alter Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution as amended to qualify the immunity referred on the president, remove the immunity conferred on the vice president, governors, and their deputies in order to curb corruption, eradicate impunity, and enhance accountability in public office and for related matters. Clause 2 of the proposed legislation provides that Section 308 of the Principal Act is amended by substituting a new subsection 3 as follows. Subsection 3, this section applies to a person holding the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Vice President only when acting as President in line with Section 145 of this Constitution B, creating subsection 4 thereto as follows. Well, all those subsections and sections, I don't know, but what is... Okay.
The truth is, what's the rationale behind this?
Yes, I don't understand. Why VPs? Why not even the president? President, VPs, governors, deputies.
If it's applicable to the VPs, I mean,
it should be applicable to the president too.
And that's what a lot of people are arguing this morning. And a number of reactions already on the Punch newspaper. Page 3 as well. Is a state government have voiced a strong opposition to a bill in the House of Representatives seeking to remove the constitutional immunity shielding governors, deputy governors, and the vice president from prosecution for crimes. The bill, which has passed its second reading, aims to amend Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution, retaining immunity for just the president, while stripping it for other top executive office holders. On Wednesday, at the plenary, the House, presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, passed the bill through a second reading. Honestly, I was just, while I was going through the story, what came to my mind was like, the governors are already feeling threatened already with the situation at River State.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, they're already feeling threatened already. Yes, now come out with this again. Their reaction won't be nice to this one. We'll see what comes out of this. But we'd love to hear from you when the time is right.
Yes.
Should they be stripped of immunity? I think that Nigerians will support it.
I will support it. I will support it. That is my opinion. I will support it. That is my view. Nigerians will support it.
Yes, but my opinion here is this. Once you are out of office, you can be prosecuted, right? Yes. So why when you're in office? Because I'm also looking at the ripple effect on international politics, the image it will paint out there. Your president is corrupt, or your governor is corrupt. He's under investigation. I mean, don't you think it will paint the entire country as a corrupt nation again? Why not just wait till they're out of office? But then...
Wait until that person finishes our money.
I can't finish our money. Can't finish our money. But then, I mean, a lot of reactions will trade this one most definitely, especially from the state government.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at this also interesting one this morning. From page 16 of the Punch newspaper. Legal profession facing ethical challenges, says CJN. I absolutely agree with that. The legal profession have actually been under the radar for a long time now.
Yes, long time.
And something needs to be done. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekiriekun, has expressed deep concerns about the erosion of ethical principles in the legal profession, warning that it is currently facing significant challenges. She called on legal practitioners to urgently respond to these concerns and reaffirm their commitment to ethics, discipline, and professional responsibility. Speaking at the body of Bencher's inaugural lecture and the public presentation of the report on the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee, Justice Kekiriekun emphasized the need for the legal profession to rise to the occasion in upholding its sanctity. Sanctity, very, very important in that profession.
Yes, the legal profession has been, they have been, the practitioners, they have been doing well. Yes, let's say that they have been doing well, actually. But although there might be some,
bad eggs, left, right, and center.
Yes, but generally they have been doing well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, still on the newspaper, let's talk about River State. We'll continue to talk about River State.
I'm busy. I'm not busy here. I'm always tired of River State.
River State. But no way, there's no way we can talk about them because they were in the news yesterday. Page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Rivers emergency rule. PDP governors ask Supreme Court to reinstate Fubara. Ibas sacks appointees. Interesting developments from River State. People's Democratic Party governors on Wednesday took legal action against the federal government, challenging the suspension of River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odo. The governors urged that President Bola Tinubu's action violated the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended and undermined democratic governance. In the suit filed by the governors of Bauchi, Adamawa, Bayelsa, Enugu, Osun, Plateau, and Zamfara, they asked the Apex Court to reinstate Fubara as River State Governor. A state is missing in this list. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
The development comes as the sole administrator of River State, Vice Admiral Ibo Eke Evans, retired on Wednesday, announced the suspension of all political office holders and appointees in the state. I was expecting that sack yesterday anyways, of all the appointees, commissioners and all of them. I was expecting that because he will also want to come up with his own cabinet.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the PDP governors speaking now. But my question is, where were they when issues were brewing in River State?
Yes. Where were they?
Did they mediate? Did they try to do something? We didn't hear that.
Where were they? Where were the elders? Yes. And the presidency, what did they do? They acted. The presidency acted very late to me. And that brought up the issue of emergency rule
in the state.
Yes. Emergency rule. The president acted very late, but people are actually condemning the emergency rule. But what I keep saying is, will the president or other stakeholders will sit down and be looking, let me say that way, be looking till things start going worse? They start killing themselves.
So destroying government properties.
Destroying government properties. Yes, and now it has happened. Now a sole administrator has been appointed, and the day before the sole administrator was appointed, President Tinubu had a meeting with service chiefs. Yes, and I knew that something
was going to happen.
Yes, and it happened at the end of the day, and they started blowing up pipelines and all those. I think 4 now. It has come to 4 now.
Our sovereign wealth.
Yes,
must be protected.
And
that's what presidency
did. River State. River State is the source of main source of Nigeria as well.
Yes.
And they are now destroying everything. I don't know what is happening. A little issue now being escalated. In fact, it has been escalated Yes.
Well, I saw one headline 3 days ago where the big man in Abuja,
Yes.
the minister himself,
Some wiki.
came out to say that Fubara should come over to Abuja and let us go and beg the president. I saw that and I laughed.
That statement is, I don't understand. The peripheral level, they are just dangling some things before Nigerians so that they will believe that he doesn't know anything about it.
We all know the genesis of all this. We all know. All right. Let's talk about Senator Natasha. She's in the news again.
Another issue that I don't want to, I don't want
Unfortunately, we can't run away from it.
Yes.
At this point, Senator Natasha is still in the news. We saw what happened 2 days ago. Obi Ezekwesili, she was in the news as well on the same issue. Lots of people already standing up for her. And then
after all this time.
And then there's a small issue of recall of the same senator. Natasha recalled, INEC notifies Senate as constituents amend petition. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Wednesday wrote to the senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, and the presiding officer of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, confirming that the contact details of the petitioners' representatives in the recall process have now been corrected. Yes, I remember that the first thing I said was that the petitioners did not put their address and phone number, and all of a sudden we are hearing that it's been corrected.
Corrected.
Hey.
Just corrected like that.
Just corrected. This follows an amendment made by the constituents of Kogi Central Senatorial District to address an earlier error in the recall petition. In a statement issued, the National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Oluyole, revealed that the updated contact information, including phone numbers, email addresses, and other details, was submitted to INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakub on Wednesday. The update came after INEC had raised concerns in an earlier statement on Tuesday, and all of a sudden, about 400,000 plus have updated their address.
Yes.
Contact details.
That is Nigeria for you.
That's Nigeria.
Yes, and in a fresh statement talking about the story that you just brought to us, on Wednesday, entitled Update on the Recall of the Senator representing Kogi Central District, signed by the same Sam Oluyole, National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education of the Commission. The electoral body said it can now confirm that the contact address of representatives of the petitioners, their telephone numbers and email addresses have now been provided. Yes, like you said, and that is Nigeria for everyone.
Honestly, when I saw the story 2 days ago, I was like, okay, how are we going to update all of this? How are we going to update it? And 48 hours, we have it updated.
Updated straight.
Nigeria.
And if there's any emergency now to update, any
situation,
yes,
we wait forever. All right, this will interest many young people, and that's the call by the Senate to the NCC to review hike in data costs.
Yes, yes, it will definitely interest people,
all of us,
because it hasn't been affecting you.
Obviously, I'm in Nigeria. It's affecting every one of us. All right, quick one. Review hike in data costs. Senate tells NCC telcos. The Senate on Wednesday called on the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy to engage telecommunication operators to review the cost of data and other internet-related services for their subscribers. The resolution followed a motion on the urgent need to address the increased cost of data services in Nigeria, sponsored by Senator Asoko Ekpeyong, representing from Cross River State, representing Cross River South. The motion was largely adopted by the lawmakers during plenary. Called on telco giants hike the cost of data and airtime plans following the approval of the NCC, citing rising operational costs. While calling for fair pricing, everyone lamented that the over 200% hike in cost had placed significant financial strain on millions of Nigerians, especially young people who rely on the internet for their livelihood.
Yes.
I know one of the big telcos, when they advertise, they say data is life.
Yes.
So now that we have a 200% hike in it, it's like they're taking our life away from us.
They don't even give us bonus anymore.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't get it anymore. Yeah, just say, I didn't know this story was going to be here this morning. Yesterday, I had this 2 gig left on my phone, and in like 3 hours, I was out of it. I was like, man, are you serious?
I had to buy. I bought 2,000 naira, not data, credit.
Credit to call.
Yes. I was, confident that yes,
Yes, I have your time.
yes. Somebody now called me, maybe flashing. I now tried to call back. He said, your account balance is too low. After buying 2,000 naira, what is happening? Hello, Shoranyo.
Honestly, something needs to be done. Don't take our livelihood away from us. Don't take our life away from us. We need it. Please. Yes, NCC, do something.
Do something. NCC, yes. Let NCC do something. Yes, they should do something. Federal government should do something too. Yes, this one says June 12. Motion to immortalize Humphrey Nwosu fails, causes row in Senate. You remember the June.
Sure.
Yes, June 12 saga.
Yeah.
Then the Humphrey Nwosu was the chairman of NEC. Then now they want to
immortalize him.
Immortalize
Nigeria.
Yes, and
Nigeria.
it has caused a row.
The man in the middle of the storm himself exonerated himself the other day during his book launch.
Yes, yes, during the book launch.
And now he's accomplished. He's about to be immortalized. Nigeria.
Let me just tell. Senators were torn apart on Wednesday over a motion seeking to immortalize the chairman of the National Electoral Commission (NEC), late Professor Humphrey Nwosu, who conducted the June 12, 1993 presidential elections. The poll, adjudged to be the fairest and freest in the history of the democratic governance in the country, was won by the late Chief MKO Abiola, and however Ibrahim Babangida, General, retired, then President, military president of the country, annulled the results, setting off a chain of controversies over the outcome. And Babangida admitted recently that Abiola indeed won the election. That was in a book he released. And I don't know why the Senate is in a row over Humphrey Nwosu to be immortalized. Humphrey Nwosu did his best.
Yeah.
He did his best. According to me, he did his best to ensure that he was ordered, who pays the piper.
Yeah, dictate the tune.
Yes.
And it was military era, so
yes.
Who does? But then, for the senators, they will definitely be divided. Some will feel he was unaccomplished. Some will feel he also knew about it, and they worked hand in hand to deny us of the fairest election ever had.
Fairest,
freest also. And with General Babangida coming out to exonerate himself.
Yes.
And which I still find very funny.
Yes, and some I don't know, since he, at least concerning this issue, he had exonerated himself. He said Abiola won the elections, but there are some maybe some lies in quote inside that book. And Professor Nwosu tried, but you could not.
You couldn't do much.
Yes,
his life was at stake, I guess.
Yes, and because I knew he was announcing. He was announcing, some. He announced so many results before the before the annulment came up, and then in the book, Babangida said he was not the one that announced the annulment.
It was Abacha.
That it was in Katsina.
It was in Katsina. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back.
A parent's dream is to see their child grow up to be healthy, happy, and thriving. When you keep them safe, there's no limit to what they can achieve. Every year, thousands of women of reproductive age in Nigeria lose their lives to cervical cancer. The cancer is caused by a virus called HPV, human papillomavirus. The great news is that the disease is preventable by the HPV vaccine. Early vaccination is the most effective way of preventing cervical cancer in young women later in life. So don't wait another second. Get your daughter vaccinated and ensure she's protected, healthy, and thriving. The HPV vaccine is free and available to girls aged 9 to 14 at primary healthcare centers near you. It is safe, effective, and approved by the Ministry of Health, WHO, and UNICEF. Spread the word and protect the future. Vaccinate your girls today.
This message is brought to you by the State Primary Healthcare Development Agency in partnership with Girl Effect and other partners.
As the morning sun is rising and it's time to start your day, you need that creamy, creamy taste. Dano evaporated milk. Pour it, taste it. The richness so amazing. Dano evaporated milk.
Now you can enjoy a great creamy taste with Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow Evaporated Milk. Try it and taste the Dano difference.
Yes, the program is still Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 right in the city of Ibadan. And yes, we'll quickly receive 1, 2, or 3 calls before we move on the program. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
Mr. Bolaji Okumada, good morning.
Boluwaji, good morning,
Boluwaji.
sir.
Boluwaji Okumada, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
John calling from Ilorin.
Yes, thank you very much for calling.
Quickly, on the issue of data, something should be done about it. That is the one that really concerns me. Something should be done about it. You can't even, 5,000 naira data is not enough for someone who makes use of data. That is killing and criminal. So something should be done about it. Secondly, the Senate, the House of Assembly or the Rep, trying to remove immunity from the governor, deputy governor, and the vice president. It would have been a welcome idea, but I doubt if it will scale through. It's not just common the local government autonomy that has been hanging, that most of the governors are frustrated the good will of the president. Today we are not hearing anything about the autonomy again. And now you are coming for the governor head by saying you want to remove immunity from governor, the vice president, and I doubt if that is true. It would have been a good idea, but I doubt it is true. I don't know why the governors are afraid going against it. If they don't have skeleton in your cupboard, you should even support it. That's well. It is welcome. That they didn't give it to they didn't include the president. That one is good, because if you include the president, that means you will make the senator very rich. Because every president that comes in, we have to buy his way, pamper the senator, so that he will not get impeached. So you will make the senator. So the idea of just leaving the president out of it is very good. So the governor, I think the senator will be doing the Nigerians a very big favor if they thought it through. If they can find a way that it goes through, it will be very, very good. Then lastly, coalition to re-engineer Nigeria. I don't know whether they want to brigadianize Nigeria, not engineer. Because their coalition, I know the president will sit down, be laughing. Those who cannot organize, bring peace into their party, claim to come together. Even if you vote for such a people, what do you think will end Nigeria? By the time they eventually come in, they will start their rough fight, which they have been fighting in their various parties. They could not settle. They will start that fight, and at the end of the day, Nigeria will be divided. They will be fighting over who takes this and who takes that. I want to believe they have failed already. They have already given that opportunity to Mr. President. That is my own view. Enjoy your day. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. I will not call it a rough fight. I will call it a drama or theater. Yes, or film. Seasoned film. I mean, what do they call it?
Yes. Well, talking about Mr. President also having his immunity removed, he made a very vital point there. Saying that if he was amongst them, it would be very, very rich because he would have to pay the senators so much. So he doesn't. But the question is, who is that senator that will sponsor that bill?
Yes.
That the immunity of the president will be removed. In this present Senate.
Yes.
It can't happen now.
Yes. Another one is here. I'm seeing this same issue about the Senator Natasha and Akpabio. Alleged KGB infiltration of National Assembly. You know, KGB is a secret service organization of, I think, is it the US? No, not US. Germany, yes. Germany or USSR.
The former Soviet security agency.
Soviet, yes. Russia.
Russia now.
Yes. And the Nigeria police appears to be in a quandary over its investigation of alleged infiltration of the National Assembly by Russia's KGB. I can't pronounce that.
The German name.
Yes. The former Soviet security agency. And checks revealed that the police headquarters are invited for interrogation Senator representing Kogi West, Sunday Karimi, on the heels of petition before it by his colleague, Senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Apoti Udua. And according to the petition dated March 5, Apoti Udua, who is currently on 6 months suspension from the Senate, asked the police authorities to investigate claims by her counterpart from Kogi West that the KGB has infiltrated the National Assembly, posing a serious threat to Nigeria's democratic process. That is a dangerous, if it were true.
If it were true.
That is a dangerous, yes, I don't know, but Senator Apoti, what Apoti, I don't know, Apoti Udua, she clarified, she said she hasn't been invited of recent by the police after Senator Karimi's summon.
This is going to be long.
See the theater. I told you, I said theater and
serious
drama.
One.
And
serious one. Let's take more calls this morning.
080 55 00 9850. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Ojo Michael, calling from Oluyole.
Welcome, Mr. Ojo Michael.
Yes, on the issue of fixing the governor, deputy governor of the immunity, my brother, if it gets true, Mr. President will not sign it. Mark my word, he will never sign it. So that is that about that. On the issue of data, we are begging them, if it is possible, we should fight it. And again, that was our parliamentarian. They should give people both the upper chamber and the lower chamber. They should see that and do and give for what I call you. They should also be that the people will benefit of, not all this or whatever. They should sit down, do the also be that Nigerian that can benefit all Nigeria. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sponsor bill that will, favor Nigerians, that will benefit Nigerians. Very thoughtful from Mr. Ojo Michael this morning.
Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a little bit.
Mr. Nwerem, good morning.
What Mr. John said about local government autonomy. I ask you a question. Is the government get the president? Now, the truth of the matter is because 207 is coming. That was the president keep quiet about his campaign.
on local government autonomy. AGF, they all keep quiet. They quickly go and pass the emergency room. What of that on the local government? That is the matter. About the selection. They have started again. I think no good in them. As the minister up and down. Now the same bureau. Nigeria, corruption. Nothing happened in Nigeria. There's corruption. On Matata. When they plan everything, they plan. God will see to it. I thought you're right on. Thank you much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anware, Mr. King God's intervention.
When something don't pass woman power, hand it over to God.
Yes, and Rivers State, before I take this call, Rivers government suspends all political appointees.
Yes. I actually saw that coming, like I said earlier. I saw that coming honestly, because once the governors are suspended, the deputy, House of Assembly, elected House of Assembly members, right?
So-called elected.
So all of these appointees, what are you still doing there? That was good.
So, and he has the the sole powers to do anything he wants to do.
The sole administrator.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome. I'm Chef Adela, you're calling from Igora.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
I've decided not to call for somewhere because of, I don't think we have any government in this Nigeria. That's one. The reason why I called this morning, I just loaded data of 8,000 now. When I wanted to use because the account is low, I'm baffled. So that is my own concern. All those generators they are doing, I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with my own life. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
I told you, how we interest Nigerians.
Yes,
it's not easy.
Yes, Baba, but we just have to be optimistic. That is it.
And ensure that our voices are heard. Let's speak out. Let's speak out.
Yes. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello? Well, this call is not going through. Yes.
Let's speak out. Just like that call member did. And yesterday, they received their 7,000 naira allowance.
Yes. It was approved. It had been approved for a long time.
Why wasn't it implemented?
Yes.
That was the question.
Now,
she emulated the number one president, the number one man in the citizen of the country, and it was executed immediately.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. We are listening to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
We can hear you. Good morning.
If it will not be too much of me to ask, I want a clear definition of the roles and functions of these legislators called senators. Because to me personally, I've not been seeing their effect on the people of Nigeria, despite the humongous amount of money being had every month by end, every month by them. You see, the Yoruba will say, Alaimanto Kanya, Kilendo, Kilon Agbara. You see, there are so many touching issues in Nigeria. They'll be deliberating on something very, very trivial. What are they doing? What are the legislations being made by these people since they are there? Look at what happened to NIMBY those days. They clustered together. They did not even make any inquiry. None of them is objective enough to say, let's look into this case. Maybe it is true or not. Look at Natasha Aboti now. They all went the same way. What are they doing there? Is it not high time we changed our system of governance in Nigeria? Because things are very high. Nothing. They are doing nothing. They are just sitting down, warming their benches. Please, what are the rules? Can you please define the functions of the senators for me? That's my question. Good morning.
Thank you very much. The questions will be answered very soon.
Very soon.
Yes, we'll take some more stories.
Some more stories.
Yes.
Let's check out the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Page 5. Wiki Atiku Biha over 2027. The race is on. Let's check out the story. Mr. Larry Olayinka, the media aide to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mr. Nyesom Wike, has vowed that his principal will frustrate former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's 2027 presidential bid as he bid in 2023. In a quick counter, Mr. Paul Ibe, special advisor to Atiku Abubakar, said it was insensitive for Wike to start talking about the 2027 elections at a time when his principal, President Bola Tinubu, was failing to deliver on his current mandate. Olayinka made the declaration in response to Atiku's recent comment that he had no regrets about not picking Wike as his running mate in the 2023 presidential election. These people only care about themselves, honestly. Look at it, they are already throwing shades at themselves. Atiku coming to say he did not regret not running alongside Wike. And Wike saying he will frustrate it. Atiku is saying he's not sure he will run again in 2027.
I don't believe him.
You don't believe him?
Yes, I don't believe him.
He
is adamant. Yes, he still wants to be president
because
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes.
In 2027 he will be 80 years.
80, yes.
And he still wants to be president.
Yes.
Of this country. God bless Nigeria.
Amen. And the Larry Olayinka, Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media, yes, to the Minister Nyesom Wike, has fired back at former Vice President Atiku Abubakar over his recent remarks on why he did not choose Wike as his running. Yes, you said so the other time. Well, let him fire back. They're firing themselves with words. Now, federal government expresses concern over 26,000 children in custodial centers. That has been worrying me for a long time because I've observed, you know, it used to be called prison services, now custodial centers. Now, quickly, the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has described as alarming the over 26,000 children who have been held annually in correctional facilities over the past 5 years. Tunji-Ojo raised the concerns at a high level interagency meeting held in Abuja to address the urgent issue of children deprived of liberty in correctional facilities. And I want to say, those children, fine, maybe they were out of, out of school, out of house children, yes. They would just stay in shops.
Yes, homeless children, no.
Yes, they stay there and maybe something unfortunate happens inside them, they'll just catch them. Yes, I had an opportunity of going to the Agudi Correctional Center now. Then, you know, it was a prison then.
Yes.
Once a while, the Chief Judge of Oyo State will go there and, you know, review cases of some prisoners and, you know,
set them free if possible.
Set them free. Some whose cases are, you know, mild. Yes. So that was the case of one boy, a boy. I think.
Boy.
Yes, boy.
Underage.
Yes, underage. I think a 10-year-old.
Oh boy.
Yes, 10-year-old. He went to a shop and slept on the street. Yes, he slept. There was a communications shop by the side. All those that sells accessories. Yes, phone accessories. They burgled the shop before dawn. Yes, no, the boy slept there, but before the owners came, the owners saw what happened. They picked the boy and put him at the police station. He was in the cell and they put him in the prison. And he was there for 5 years.
Sure.
5 years. Yes. That means from 10 years, it was 15 years.
Yes. 5 years.
Yes, while in prison. So those are one of those things that bothers me.
How do you integrate such a young boy back into the society?
Yes, because it would have been hardened. Yes.
He would see no use of being. I mean, education is a no-no for the boy already.
Yes, yes.
Where do you expect him to start? How do you integrate him back to the system?
Yes.
How do you make him believe that we have a government that works
Yes.
in the country. And
So-
that's just a case. You
A
can
case,
tell that we
just
have
one
a
case.
whole lot.
Yeah.
Look at this, 26,000 children
Yes.
in custodian centers. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. It has to be reviewed
Yes.
as soon as possible, because these are meant to be the future leaders, leaders of tomorrow.
And you know, a 10-year-old boy was supposed to be
Be in school.
in school or taken to rehabilitation.
Yeah, exactly, I was going to say that.
Yes.
Rehabilitation center.
But he was
You know.
put in prison.
In prison. In prison. Who did that? Oh my. Oh my. All right. Let's check this out. It's page 14 and 15 of the Vanguard newspaper. INEC. Tinubu shops for Yakubu's replacement. Intrigues as dark forces plot to truncate credible polls in 2027. Why President Tinubu should be concerned about the credibility of polls. Nigeria's history of encouraging electoral, it's a long read for you. Just check out page 14 and 15. We understand that Yakub, that's the national chairman of INEC, his tenure ends in November, having served 2 terms. And the Vanguard is saying that President is seeking a perfect replacement
For
Yakub, the national chairman of INEC.
let us be let's be watching now. Sit down, look. Now again, River State again. It's time for dialogue. Dili, that's the governor of Bayelsa State. So he now knows that it's
Now
time
we
for
can
dialogue.
dialogue.
Let's take some
Okay.
calls now. Yes. Well, 0055009850 and 07055551985. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to both of you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Good morning,
Morning,
sir.
sir.
Adedado is calling from Okeo.
Yes, sir. Baba Didayo.
Outrageous skyrocketed increase in the price of phone calls and data. It's exploitative. It's unfair. It's sheer wickedness. It is anti-people. Electricity being raised. The fuel pump price is reducing little by little. But the people do not reduce the transport fare, the food prices, etc. Like the people, like the leaders. We Nigerians, all of us, we need to turn a new leaf. We need to turn a new leaf. We need the touch of God for a change. The reason I talk about change all the time is that I see myself as an example. I used to be rascally. I used to be unruly. I used to be fighting just anybody. I used to be to be rude. When I was young in the primary school, I started primary school at age 11. So you can imagine, Imbo,
Yes, sir.
perhaps that one added to my being bullying, being rascally. I used to insult my teachers, even the headmaster. And most good things eluded me then. I was qualified to be made the senior prefect of the school, but they didn't make me one. I was brilliant, but I didn't make distinction. The people I used to teach, students, other pupils I used to teach, they made distinctions. I didn't make distinctions because I was ungodly. But I turned a new leaf later when I was in the secondary school, and everything turned good on my side. People started accepting me, and I was made the senior prefect of my school. I even enjoyed scholarship. So woe to the wicked, for he will eat the fruit of his labor. That is the reason we need to change. No change, no peace, no change, no progress. All Nigerians, the people and the leaders, let us change. May God change Nigeria. Turn us to good in Jesus' name. Thank you, Adedado from Okeo.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you, Baba. Yes, you have talked your opinion and your views. You are talking about petrol coming being reduced little by little, but
people are not effective.
It's not effective. But one day I engaged one tricycle rider that, okay, why is the petrol price, I mean, your transport fare still at the same level when it was 1,000 something, and still now? That he now said, okay, equipment, I mean, materials to service their vehicles, even the bikes to service, it went up, then it has not come down. So they had no choice. They have no choice. It will still remain. It will still remain the same.
Yes, you understand. Everything went up then, but the question is, fuel has reduced to a certain level. We should be considerate at least.
But those materials, those parts,
yes,
has not reduced.
It hasn't reduced, but at least something has reduced. Fuel has reduced. At least, if you take this on us, we all buy fuel. We all service our generators as well.
Yes.
And our cars too.
Yes.
They should take things easy, honestly. They should take things easy.
They should. Because I don't know. Yes.
So this one, social media conversation, just on a lighter note, NYC core members are not picking calls again. This life no balance.
Why?
So 7K don't enter. So if you see any comment out there, do them. That's on a very light note, social media conversation this morning. But a very alarming one here from River State. Per High Court, police in River State have arrested 4 persons over the alleged role in the ritual killing of 2 children in Rukboku community. Over there in River State. The incident was said to have happened on Monday and reported to the Rumokoro special area. It was gathered that the prime suspect had sent the 2 children on errand. When they returned, the suspect took them to an uncompleted building, drugged them, and later killed them for ritual.
People are callous.
River State.
River State again.
River State. God heal our land.
Yes, amen. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Alaji Lamka from Levo.
Yes, you're welcome.
On the proposed removal of immunity being proposed by the House of Rep,
Yes.
it is good if the intention is to sanitize the system. What of if the intended removal is to victimize opposition governors, and especially non-operating governors in court? Who knows if the supposed amendment is coming from the presidency? Why the vice president also? Where the president and the vice president are having joint tickets. So like the president, the governors will enjoy their immunity. For the same reason, the president will be affected. The process of amending constitution is beyond House of Rep. Even if the recommended amendment passed 100 times reading, we should all know that. Then the recall now starts up senator. Over 400,000 voters calling for recall. The same number stay together to swiftly complete all formalities. Nigeria. May God help us.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our time is fast spent this morning.
Let's quickly squeeze this call in. Hello, good morning.
Good evening.
Yes, quickly.
I am Adimola from.
Yes,
These
quickly.
Wiki, Fubara, and others, lawmakers, and rivers. So there are differences between the